Welcome to our Fiber Optic Technician mock interview guide. If you're gearing up for an interview in this field, you've come to the right place. We'll walk you through some common questions and how to craft responses that showcase your skills and experience. Let's dive in with our first question about teamwork in fiber optic installations. Could you share an experience where you worked as part of a team on a fiber optic installation? What was your role? This question is all about understanding your ability to collaborate effectively in a team setting, which is crucial for successful installations. Here are some key points to consider when forming your response. Pick a specific project where teamwork was essential. Clearly outline what your responsibilities were during the project. Discuss the outcome and any challenges you faced, using metrics if possible. Reflect on the teamwork aspect and your contribution. Now, let's look at an example of how you might answer this.
At ABC Fiber Solutions, I joined a team tasked with installing a new fiber optic network for a large office building. My main responsibility was handling the splicing of fiber cables and testing connections. Despite a tight deadline, we communicated effectively and finished the project a week early, much to our client's delight.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Fiber Optic Technician. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a challenging fiber optic repair you managed. What steps did you take to solve the problem? Interviewers ask this to see how you approach complex problems and the methodology behind your problem-solving skills. Here are some strategies to structure your answer. Describe a specific repair that highlights your skills. Detail the problem, including its symptoms and impact. Outline your step-by-step process to diagnose and resolve the issue. Mention any tools or techniques used and if you collaborated with others. Summarize the outcome and any lessons learned. Take a look at this example to get a clearer picture.
In my previous role, I handled a major fiber outage at a hospital. I quickly identified a broken splice, used a fusion splicer for repairs, and tested the connections. This restored full service within hours, significantly minimizing downtime.
Describe a situation where you had to explain fiber optics technology to someone without a technical background. How did you ensure they understood? This question assesses your communication skills, especially your ability to simplify complex concepts for non-experts. Consider these tips when crafting your response. Use simple, jargon-free language. Employ analogies that relate to everyday experiences. Check for understanding by asking questions. Use visual aids if possible, like diagrams. Be patient and ready to rephrase if needed. Here's an example of how you might structure your answer.
I once explained fiber optics to a friend curious about the internet. I compared the fibers to water pipes, illustrating how light travels through them like water. By checking in and clarifying points, I ensured they grasped the concept.
You're set to install a fiber optic system, but run into unexpected obstacles. How would you handle it? This question evaluates your adaptability and ability to devise solutions under pressure. Here's how you can approach your answer. Begin by assessing the obstacles and their nature. Communicate with your team or client about the issues. Develop a contingency plan to tackle the challenges. Prioritize safety and ensure compliance with regulations. Document the issues and solutions for future reference. Consider this as example for inspiration.
Initially, I'd assess the obstacles to understand their impact. I'd communicate with my team and the client about the situation, then devise a contingency plan that prioritizes safety. Finally, I'd document the process to learn from the experience.
A customer reports intermittent connectivity issues with their fiber optic service. How would you approach diagnosing the problem? This question is designed to gauge your diagnostic skills and customer service approach in resolving technical issues. Here's how you can effectively structure your response. Start by gathering detailed information from the customer about the issues. Check for any recent network changes or maintenance. Perform visual inspections for any obvious damage or loose connections. Use diagnostic tools like an OTDR to identify faults. Communicate your findings and the steps taken to the customer. Here's a sample answer to guide you.
I would begin by asking the customer about the specifics of their connectivity issues, including timing and frequency. I'd then perform a visual inspection and use diagnostic tools to trace any faults, ensuring I communicate my findings back to the customer.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.